Millions of students are victims of bullying. In some cases, it's so bad that they actually skip school. Well, October is Bullying Prevention Awareness Month, and there's a really creative way one nonprofit is engaging and educating students. This is Frank. He travels across the country reminding students, don't be a monster. Frank is joining us along with Erin Kelly. Good to see both of you.
Thanks for
having us. It's wonderful to have you here. What a great way to educate kids. Don't be a monster. How was that founded?
So we were actually founded by haunted house owners at the 13th floor and asylum here in Denver. They'd had a lot of success professionally and wanted to start giving back to their community and decided to found a nonprofit.
And it's been really successful so far. So tell me about the program. What do students learn?
Yeah, so we started in 2012. We were just in one school in one city, and now we're in 13 cities throughout the U.S. Students learn, in a nutshell, how to be an upstander.
So that's the goal, to make sure that they're a leader, not a follower, and to treat people nice, right?
Yeah.
How do kids react when they see Frank? Do they automatically go, a monster?
Yeah, at first, I think it's natural to want to be a little scared of Frank. I mean, he's got a big presence, he's a big guy. But I think the kids, once they get to know him and they spend some time around him, Frank's got a big heart, he's a nice guy, and they love Frank.
And you tell them not to call him a monster. You're actually wearing a t-shirt that says Frank is not a monster.
Yeah, so we say Frank's someone, he's just a little different. You know, he looks a little different on the outside, kind of like everyone does, but on the inside, he's a good person, he's a good guy.
And the response from the kiddos so far?
I mean, to the program, they think it's great. We have all kinds of teachers saying things about the kids wanting to start kindness clubs in their school, wanting to start upstander clubs, different things they're doing to support each other. The response to Frank, I mean, runs the gamut.
I
Everyone
think
loves
this
him.
is so important that you're doing something like this. I mean, I remember everybody's been teased a little bit, but to the point to being bullied. I remember somebody taking my backpack and putting it in the toilet. And that's horrible. Isn't that heartbreaking?
Yeah.
So I think, don't you think it's so important to have something like this in the community?
Well, it sticks with you. You know, like the smallest little thing will happen maybe when you're in 3rd grade, but as you're older, for some reason that always just sticks with you.
Still hurts, right.
And so I think that we recognize that that sort of thing's going to happen in schools, and we can't stop it altogether. But I think that if we give kids accessible tools to address it when they see it happening, understand what it means to report it, build community in school, maybe it'll happen a little less. And then if it does, maybe the kids will support each other through it.
How can we learn more about this program, not only as a parent, but also introduce it to our kids?
Yeah, so the easiest way is just to visit our website, don'tbeamonster.org. We post all kinds of resources and links through our Facebook page and our Twitter, but our website will send you to all of that. So don'tbeamonster.org is the best way to
I'm definitely going to follow you on all social media and spread the word. I think this is so important. Why do you think this is so unique for our community?
I mean, Frank.
Yeah, Frank makes it all, right?
Yeah, I think that bullying prevention is something that all schools have in their curriculum. All schools do bullying prevention programs, but when you show up with a bunch of haunted house actors that are all colorful people just in general, and then you have Frank in tow, it definitely gets the kids' attention right off the bat.
And if they think someone as cool as Frank can do it, then they can do it. And bullying is to the next level these days. It's not only at school, but it's all over social media too. How do you teach children to combat that? And what is the largest kind of bullying that you see?
Yeah, so I think cyberbullying is probably the biggest issue nowadays, and a lot of that is because the adults in schools that are trying to address issues of cyberbullying likely didn't grow up with that as something they were experiencing.
I agree.
So it's hard to kind of understand, one, explaining to an adult what Twitter is, and then to have them understand what bullying on Twitter. So that's a unique hurdle with bullying nowadays.
Thank you so much for coming on and spreading the awareness. Frank, awesome job. You're a great guy, Frank. Fist bump. Stomp out bullying in your community. And you can find out how Frank can visit your kid's school by visiting don'tbeamonster.org. That's don'tbeamonster.org. Frank comes to schools at no cost because of partnerships with haunted houses like the 13th floor in Denver, which you can check out if you're feeling brave. It's now open through November 14th. For tickets, visit 13thfloorhauntedhouse.com.